You know, it's our second week back in Belly Ribbon for a long time. Former champion discussion game is Jesus Christ. The Shadow Realm is going through, baby. Oh my God, front read is eliminated. We are back to the old rule set, thank God.
I think, honestly, there's, at some point, Wim and Discussion have to have their big third match.
Knightsbane is out, and so is Ron Lewis. Holy shit! And then Vector Vente eats a dropkick. The Steel Drum Band. Yeah.
Steel Drum Band is, you know, they might hold the World Championship, but, you know, they're not, I don't know. They just, 2/3 of their chance of winning the Scramble Pan just disappeared.
Interesting final three here.
Gentlemen.
I mean,
oh my God, you made me jump in my seat. What the hell?
How are you doing, gentlemen?
Hey.
Oh, fine.
Great, man.
Hi, Mike.
Yeah.
Are you going to be here now? Was the door unlocked?
It was not, but I wanted to say hello.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you have the skill set to unlock doors at will.
Yes.
Somebody has to around here.
I have dinner scheduled with Giovanni, and I'd hate to be late.
Okay. Wow.
2.
I'm sorry.
3. Baby Hayes is eliminated. Oh, fuck.
Oh, my God.
He just went into the ropes like Vic Grimes.
This is like weeks in a row. Making air.
Oh my God. Also, you gotta watch the show.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Maximum Missouri, kick out, man. Kick out. Damn it. Wigwam wins. Maximo would become one of 5 other people who have actually defended the Scramble Pan.
Well, I have to go. I'm going to go spend some time at my father's house.
Oh. Yeah. It's, renovations. How are they going?
I'm sorry? Renovations of what?
Well, you know, he's been renovating his house for like a year now. He's put in a new yard, kitchen, you know. Old
Mr. Bianchi, always improving the homestead.
Roy Zoom asking Led in the chat room if he's fine with ice coming into his town. The mayor of Belly Ribbon responding with, I don't know.
He likes ice makers.
Yeah, I'm sure he likes cold drinks.
Cold sodas, because he's it's all about having a nice cold Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
just like Nate.
Chudley saying that he, you know, just make Belly Ribbon a sanctuary city. I could see that happening, but do you want that? There's a portal that is stealing people. What if that's terrible? Actually, no.
What if more of these? What if people who are worse than these guys who just hang out in the shower start coming through this weird portal? Like, what if like demons start coming through? Do they get sanctuary?
And it's very interesting. Oh my God! He's doing the huge. Oh! His hand, the tip of his hand, like his fingers hit the chair. It's gonna sting.
His hand. I mean that that's going to impede his ability to use Shadow Realm techniques maybe.
I am not, Murph. I am not mocking Against All Odds. That is a fantastic song, and my God, what a run for that artist in that era.
Wow.
Oh,
Not
God.
enough to put Philly away.
Shadow Realm slam on. Oh my God, this is it. This is it.
Shit.
2.9 Philly. Holy shit. Shadow Realm. Shadow Realm. Oh my God.
My God.
He's got 4 minutes left. There's just no way.
I mean, this is
a fight.
Wow.
I don't think
this is.
Oh my God, Philly with the clutch reversal. This is.
Oh my God.
Oh.
I mean, Philly was smart to take this to the outside. I mean, Jesus.
Oh God, they're going back outside. Dubois, you blew it, man.
He really did. He really.
Chairs. Holy crap.
You shouldn't be brawling with Philly on the outside. It's just not a smart idea.
Oh man, as we go back and forth, as the 15-minute time limit, the clock keeps going. The clock keeps going. These people are fighting. We have got to go away. Philly's getting his ass kicked. We're gonna go to the event poster. Holy shit.
I don't know if Gene is with them or not. It's really hard to tell what this iteration of the alt-right is. All we do know is that they talked about distancing themselves from Pyotr Petrov because of the Mueller investigation. Wow. I'm not sure how the Mueller investigation has anything to
buying
do.
into it.
I'm not sure it has anything to do with these guys in Belly Ribbon, Iowa, but they seem to think it's best to stay clear of it. These people, nobody's getting paid in actual money. It's just this rip-off crypto. Like, these people don't know how to make crypto. They just give us these weird, they just fabricate them from nowhere. They mean nothing. You have this. You have to show your Twitch account at the food place to get fed, basically. That's the least they can do for us is to just give us meals, apparently.
And they're all the weird Dutch meals.
Yeah, or just sloppy joes. It's really I feel like technology has some sort of backdoor deal to get Subway sandwiches in there.
Federal Bell getting beat up. Ichabod looking okay.
Yeah.
Many bald people in this match.
Yeah, the only person with hairs is of course Ichabod and Gary. Gary has a lustrous
penis to penis pump handle slam.
Wow.
Or double reverse underhook. How have things just gone this much off the rails?
I don't know.
Whoa, what the hell are you doing? Ichabod doing some sort of weird dance. The camera only briefly caught it.
He's did he just watch Titanic or something?
No one knows what happened there.
I mean, Ichabod is not a man who supports pole dancing, yet he was pole dancing.
Oh, he's doing it again! What the hell?
We need a pole dancing Ichabod compilation.
Federal Bell has got to get that hot tag, but I don't really want him to. I want him to continue getting his ass beat. Except he's not. He's doing really well. Damn. Oh, damn.
Wow.
3! Federal Bell beat the hell out of Boxing Bianca. The big game. Scramble. Hardcore scramble. No one. Wim is the referee, which means that no one can be sure of what. Oh God! Samantha Sugar goes into the barbed wire immediately. Petty Acosta also in this match.
Yeah.
Gene
Green,
Spencer. Listen, there's some talent in this. I don't know if this is elimination or not. If they are, how do they get out?
You have to get once you're eliminated, you have to get hurt.
It's not a time and place. Look at this. This is just people. Spencer Morgan just getting punched in the face. Wim not even does not. Oh my God, Chu-Chai!
He's so hurt. This is the worst.
People are just grabbing onto each other and pulling. This is.
I like that Chuchai missed that flying knee because he's just he's so blinded by his blood. Like, he's not having a good night.
My God, Gene Green just eating these fucking forearms. His Computer Collins and Aladdin Bell just covered in blood. Just fucking
beating the shit out of each other.
Beating the shit out of each other. Why? Oh. Patty Acosta almost going into the barbed wire like Vic Grimes. This suit is just ruined, right? What the hell?
Took the
3! Something happened. Is the match over? It's not! I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening.
Got eliminated.
She's hitting the barbed wire.
She's just like she's trying to get out. She doesn't want to get hurt.
She's signaling to the back. Patty Acosta trying to get the attention of somebody backstage. I think somebody else just got eliminated.
Yeah, somebody throw a blanket over that or something so they can get out, please.
God, Freddie Fisher is also trying to get the attention.
This is the worst thing that ever happened to me.
I think there are 6 people still. Yeah. Wait, no. I think Chuchai
had to tap out. He had to tap out. Now he's just gonna join the
I like how everyone's doing like their own little movement. Like Chuchai's doing his little kicks. And Computer Collins, Jesus!
Oh
my God! This is incredibly violent. Just give up! Oh my God! Aladdin Bell gives up.
Oh wow!
What? Computer Collins? What?
Oh my God!
Aladdin Bell continues to take damage. What the hell? Gene Green does not need to be doing this.
Yeah, he really doesn't. It's a bad taste. He's hit people with sledgehammers tonight. He's hit people with his weird dick ring. Like, it's
Gene Green's got a dick ring?
Well, the breast knuckles, because really he just so you know what I mean.
There they are! Oh! No!
Gross.
Terrible.
That's sexual harassment.
Spencer. Damn it. You know, Samantha doesn't say anything about it. She just goes out there and shows the rest of them. So this might be it right away, though. 3! Whoa, yeah! Nice. What a finishing sequence. Spencer Morgan. Hell yeah, this is where he belongs.
I think discussion is not being here is a smart move because that would only cause more controversy. He respects the world title. You know what I mean? He's a guy that respects this title more than anything.
I mean, that says a lot.
It does. I mean, he could screw Wim here, you know? I'm not sure if Wim did it intentionally or not. He doesn't seem like the type. He just seems like a really bad ref, you know?
And Great Lopkin shouldn't even be here. Let it be known. Like, he should not be the world champion. Somehow, 2 of the fixers have become world champions.
When impersonating other people or animals, that we should note, might I say, in honor of the Great Lopkin, eats, shoots, and leaves.
Wow. Is Lopkin catching people with KOs? Like, I don't even remember how this guy's winning.
Well, he's not. He caught discussion in a camel clutch, which we'll call the panda clutch.
Oh yeah.
And Wim just called for the bell.
Yeah.
Other than that, he lost to Ichabod.
Why aren't we more upset at Wim about that?
I don't, because we saw people die. We've seen Gyro converse.
And now Wim, like, that's kind of dickish, and now Wim is all tired from reffing tonight. Like, this is such like a terrible, like, circular thing where this guy screws someone. It's like such like a slow momentum of Machiavellian like ham-fistedness. I don't know.
Yeah. It says let even wrestles in the election. Yeah, he was in the All Bianche Memorial Tournament.
he was forced to wrestle because the fire department was there, and he's in charge of the fire department. And
he was one of like 3 or 4 like Biancas in the tournament. I can't remember off the top of my head. We know Miles.
3! What the fuck? That
What?
came out of nowhere.
Weird.
What the hell is going on? There's some sort of music being played. We've got a video package coming through. That is clearly the mass cyclist in China? It seems so. What is...
Okay, coming in there, I'm gonna kick some ass. Everybody, better be wearing pants or a towel or something. I didn't say post no hog, you know what I mean? What? Okay, well, I guess I came in here with an idea. Just a TV, guess I'll fuck this TV up, you know what I mean? What?
Welcome.
What?
Welcome to my house.
What are you to talk?
I will make you beat me at all.
No,
Every last mistake.
I won't. Give me back cheesesteak.
Get nothing.
Yeah, come on, kid. Yeah, cut. Come on, show me what you got. Yeah, well, that's what you got, kid. Come on. What's this throwing shit? We're boxes, we're fighters. Come on, look, uppercuts. It's a supreme family, buddy. All right, Stromboli, you're trying, but that wasn't very good. What the? Hold on. Fucking smart. What's up, Philly? So, what's going on there, buddy? We want to go for a test drive. Okay. You want to take a test drive there, boys? Yeah, we my boys, Florida. Got a real primo, certified pre-owned here. It's gonna be a good ride, I think. Yeah. We're good. This is gonna be good. You boys ain't been partying too hard, nothing. It's all about safety. The supreme view of life. First. Always safety. We're all about safety. Well, you gotta think, how would Hillary Rodham handle this, you know what I mean? We gotta go high, they go low, that kind of shit. Hey, Uncle, we'll be okay. Be okay. Yeah, she's been trying to talk me into this Twitter thing. I don't really get it. He said Lucy's on there, though, so, I might have to check it out, I don't know. Yeah, we're okay. We're gonna test drive. You boys be safe, okay? Yeah. Oh God. Oh baby boys. What have we done? Oh God. I don't know. Oh jeez, come on baby. That not if it was Stromboli. Why? What have we done? What have we done? What?
my god.
So wait, what?
Sometimes
I mean,
I wish like we didn't have to. Why does the intro have to play? You know, we just saw Hero Supreme go back in time, Walsh. Like,
yeah, I mean, we finally got to see the fateful day where Florida King died in a car accident, and
we've talked about it for so long.
and now we've seen it through the magic of Shadow Realm TV thing. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't get it. And I mean, Hero was looking for cheesesteak, and now I don't know anymore. This is all getting to be a little bit too much for me. And that is, this is a show where people have died, like it literally almost in our arms. It's I don't know anymore.
That's nervous laughter. That's how I'm dealing with it. I don't mean to laugh at that. But every week seems to be escalating to something new and different. And
terrible and really bad.
Here's Panda. It's terrible. I don't know. It's we just kind of show up. We have this big board in front of us with all these assets. I'm told now to go to the injured list by Let Lou. I mean, Miles Manu is still out despite fighting his Spike Bianchi. Various people of Shadow Realm. Various people are dead. Sledding Bianchi we saw in a cave. We saw that on social media and the B show.
Yeah.
What else is going on here?
I mean, Let Lou is Mayor Bike Bianchi. That's for one term. So
he might
I
get
don't
reelected.
Yeah, I mean, and of course the real Bike Bianchi is, I guess in China.
Possibly.
I don't know. Which is kind of near the Himalayas. So, well, I don't know if he's near the Himalayas, but whatever. Bianchi family's weird. Deathwalker, Weatherwalker, suffered a concussion during the B show. Chuchai kneed him in the head. And that is perhaps the only real injury here, because Foundation Russo is now aptly listed as football.
Yeah, gotta be coming back soon, you'd think.
I mean, he's gotta be doing something.
The Super Bowl is over. The Patriots have won. He's gone very quiet since Super Bowl Sunday. But speaking of gone quiet, I want to take a look back at that footage that we saw on the B show, and this is why you got to see the B show on YouTube. We'll premiere it here on Twitch. Deathwalker, concussion from Chuchai, amazing match. It's on YouTube right now. We'll link it. In this footage was premiered on the B show. You can't miss it. Not a great situation.
What is? I still don't understand what that is. He also has probably the longest sustained scream in SCFL history, which is a feat in and of itself.
So one of the Yetis was clearly holding a GoPro and was ready to upload this footage. But either way, Walsh, we got a scramble match coming up here.
Yeah, the era of the Panda is a very strange era of SCFL. I gotta.
2019 has been weird. It's been weird.
We've lost people. We've lost friends. People who aren't really friends. And we saw Chucky Murphy get shot. I don't know. I'm just trying to process all of this is a little difficult sometimes.
I know. I can't help but just list all the stuff that we've seen.
Yeah, it's like almost like bullet points sometimes. Of here's the terrible things that have happened.
Whoa, Walsh, Marciano, and El Armadillo Gigante.
Okay,
They're here.
We're finally. I mean, SCLL is here. I guess it's finally I don't know. Officer Boone's in here, so I guess he's still trying to, arrest them.
Yeah, we saw that footage. Remember last week? or 2 weeks ago now, of Ichabod's Constitutional Victors, ICE.
Yeah,
Stopping the migration of SCLL fighters.
Yeah, of some of them, and we saw that a bunch of them escaped on the Supreme Production show last Sunday. We saw what was it? We saw Fuerte Guerrero and the referee Alejandro Tritoradora. They had competed against each other, so his offer of come work for me apparently brought the two oldest gentlemen to him.
Wait, does that mean we have a referee? Because we need referees. Discussion Davis, the former champion, world champion, out there working diligently.
Yeah.
It's not a necessity. Like, it's bad.
Yeah. I mean, from what I'm being told, we're going to see a quote-unquote deserving referee get a shot at the Great Lopkin tonight. Apparently that has to do with the B show and Picaporte reffing 3 matches in a row. We're back to this. Like, these guys and their bird brains, like, they take Bianca ideas and just run with them.
And they're like, now they're like diluted, and like 3 matches in a row of refereeing isn't even that hard.
Like, it's happened so many times before, but we're just in this strange, like,
title shots. Like, what is the world title? Meanwhile, though, Walsh, in the co-main, we've got a very, very deserving title shot. Technology Cooper defending against Spencer Morgan.
Yeah, I mean, that is, Spencer Morgan, the inaugural U.S. champion, won in a one-night tournament, and fought Karate Hendricks, who fought in the 32-man tournament to win. Like,
March Sadness is coming, man. Oh my God, Samantha Sugar just got stabbed in the head by Boone.
Oh my God. It is not, he's not a good cop.
This show is already a bloodbath. No, he burned Marciano! Get rid of this guy!
That suit is rubber. That thing.
Shit!
Melted on his body.
I like to point out that Wigwam is the champion here, just so we.
Yeah, he is the champion.
Hell of a match.
I mean, it's funny because a lot of people were eliminated from the SCFL by death, and now these matches, like scrambles and stuff like that, are a lot more. Robust or just full of life.
It's not right it's not an outright stated rule, but if you die, you're no longer allowed to participate. In fact, that's not true. Alex Thompson. Wow.
Alex Thompson, one of the men in the ring here, Zoning Zhang, was involved in multiple dead Alex Thompson events. Like,
every shark has been jumped that could possibly. We're inventing sharks to jump.
Let Lou is climbing aboard his Power Wheels and jumping over every shark possible, and it's really dramatic. And
Soden saying eliminated by Fat Jonesy.
Fat Jonesy, baby, he is
historic.
He's a historic guy.
Oh shit! Wigwam just beating on Boone. SCLL fighters, the invasion, so far so good, Walsh.
Yeah, I mean, Marciano kicked out of whatever the whole De Armadillo Gigante's finisher was. I don't know what the hell it's called anymore. I think it's Solita, and he kicked out of that. So we're doing something here. We're doing something. Wigwam flipping off everybody and telling everybody how smart he was there. It's him and Boone, of course. There's a running theory, a fan theory, if you will, that they're related.
Wait, who? Wigwam?
Wigwam and Boone.
That's a real fan theory? Did somebody write that? Like, is it out there on a blog or a message board?
I don't know.
Wigwam.
But, because they flip each other off. They just get stuck in these loops of flipping people off.
Somebody please go to Reddit, the fan theory Reddit, and write that fan theory.
Please.
And let's see how far it goes.
People will be like, what's a wigwam Watanabe and what's an Officer Boone?
Officer Boone, just because they flick people off, that's it.
they both these men get really emotional about telling people how much they hate everybody. It's that apparently. I mean, we've seen tag teams formed on lesser things.
Yeah, it's true. Somebody has been. No, that's not true. We're still at 7 people here at 11 minutes in.
Yeah.
Quite a match, yeah. Marciano reverses that pump handle slam, starts stretching out the champ Wigwam. Walsh, let's take stock here of seeing like the Knightsbane cults of the world fighting the gigantic Armadillo son. I mean, it's just fascinating seeing these people after all this time.
I want to see how Knightsbane cult interacts with Mariachi Marco, who, he doesn't seem to like other musicians. He doesn't like Freddie Fisher. So I don't think he would take kindly to a guy like that. Of course, many are blaming Mariachi Marco as the person who ruined SCLL because of
shit! Samantha Sugar pins Marciano.
I mean, I feel like, I feel like his fate is pretty much sealed as a potential fixer. Like all we know of him is that he is not great. Like he wears a rubber suit all the time.
Wigwam gets slapped in the head, kind of gently. Gets cupped. He had his ear cupped.
Yeah, and then he got an enziguri. So that's life.
Oh God! Samantha Sugar getting stabbed by Boone again. Knightsbane cult coming to the rescue as Wigwam screams at everybody.
Yeah, Officer Boone dislikes immigrants, women.
I'd like to point out that Officer Boone was not able to apprehend Marciano.
No,
because he's still in the match.
He was able to get this quest for also championship, like wrestling accolades on top of doing their jobs, really preventing them from doing their jobs properly, which I don't really care about, if I'm being real here. I mean, he's got his eye on Armadillo, but at the same time, he's not really doing anything to him. Like, you would think if you wanted to arrest a person, you would just really arrest them. Wow, the sugar splash interrupted by a man possibly picking up his son.
No,
we don't know.
Not.
We don't know.
No. Jesus, this match is really brutal. I'm just kind of getting caught up watching it.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
I'm very clearly pulling for Armadillo, Sun, or Samantha Sugar. In fact, I would like to see them as a tag team, and I don't know why.
I mean, it's the old WCW tag team with Buff Bagwell and what's his name, Scott Norton. Vicious and delicious. It's a big, strong guy and then a very angry woman. I
remember at the height of it's around the height of my WCW watching. I'm a fairly young man. Fat Jonesy eliminated. Fairly young man at this point, can't remember too much, enough to get excited when staying up late because my dad had bowling Monday nights, came home late, and I switched it to Cinemax after 10 p.m. and there was a movie on, and Buff Bagwell was in it, and he was in a pool with a woman, and I remember being like, oh my God.
Buff is the
My
stuff.
dad is going to come home at any minute.
and see you watching Buff Bagwell in a boob.
Oh, God! Armadillo just taps Samantha Sugar.
Wow. Big torture rack. Speaking of WCW, some big Lex Luger moves there.
Final 4 here. A bunch of big boys, with Boone being one of the most... Oh, Boone's gone! Armadillo eliminates him. Come on, baby! Wigwam, very close, quite possibly to retaining a very rare feat.
The man from Mexico was able to fend off his attacker.
He's got the body. Yeah, exactly. He's got the body for this type of match.
He really does. You know, he lows center of gravity. It's it's important in wrestling, especially when you have to be even if you're thrown on the apron. Apparently, there's just a lot of weird stipulations in this match.
It's true. Like, you can be thrown under the ropes.
Eliminate themselves. Just be like, I'm done.
We've seen titles change hand that way.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen Boone eliminate himself multiple times. We've seen Gene Green eliminate himself multiple times. It's a wild place out there.
Ichabod's sister, what's her name?
That is Betsy Harris.
Possibly gone forever.
Yeah. That was a kind of incredible spot there where Armadillo was going for the Salida, and then Wigwam came out and hit an axe bomber on both men, and then went to pin Colt for some reason, and it didn't work out for him. Really, I mean, you know, Wigwam, it seems like he doesn't do much in matches, but then he hits an axe bomber and it's just over. It's a very effective move, you know, like him smacking with his...
Jeez, whoa! Oh no, wrong way. You know, it is fair to ask. Armadillo may not know the rules to this match.
He may not know the rules because he was facing the wrong direction.
And he doesn't speak English.
Yeah.
There's a real language barrier here.
Yeah.
But you know what? You know what? The one language he does know that everyone else that is universal. Violence. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. This is a very violent match. He does also know that Bike Bianca, that the mass cyclist is Bike Bianca.
Yeah, he's probably seen
Bianca
Bike's face.
Is a murderer.
Yeah, like. Well, he's not a murderer.
Well, you know, homicide, involuntary. You know, it's all really a gray area in law. I like the idea of Wigwam just tossing a man into another man and then flexing, like and then of course it gets right back to him. Like he's like, this is where he's at right now. Human bodies are projectiles for violence.
25 minutes in.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen some 40-something minute scrambles, but this has been a good scramble. You know, I mean. We had 7 people still in at like the 12-minute mark.
Discussion Davis looking on.
Yeah, he's
this poor guy. Really... He should be main eventing. You know, it's like, hey, you lost. Well, you get back to work.
Instead, a guy in a panda costume basically stole his title and is now defending it against his contemporaries.
Yeah, you would think that considering his pedigree, the discussion would just get a rematch. But we are not the UFC, clearly.
Xylophonist did defeat Wim, so I'm starting to question. Maybe it was a valid stoppage against Discussion. Maybe him in the suit really does have ungodly panda power.
You're saying that we don't even know if it's Xylophonist in there. I haven't seen that.
That's true. I mean, it could just be. Well, maybe it's. I don't know. I think he would want to really be showing off how he went.
Nightsbane Colt singing as Armadillo's son shakes his head.
He's so sick of people singing. It's ruined his career before. I mean, who takes time mid-match to just start singing? You know, clearly a man who's really... I mean, his microphone wasn't even plugged in. It was really awkward.
Huge knees from Nightsbane.
Yeah, he's going all out.
2.9.
He wants this. He wants the scramble pan so he can make I don't know, like charred eggs or something. Like he has to be really dark. Really relying on those knees tonight. I mean, I think it's an effective tool, except it's putting people on the ground, not over the rope or through the ropes.
Let's take a look at the opening scramble. Shout out to Tiger Stripe Pro, our archivist. Keeps a hold of all of us.
Yeah, it's
Wow, Walsh. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice Pink Cult has never held this championship.
This would be history for him.
That's stunning. I mean, he's a trios champion. He got rid of that title. He burned them.
Yeah. He voluntarily destroyed the titles for God knows what reason. I mean, granted, they were a puka.
Oh shit! Wigwam is eliminated.
What? Guaranteed new champion. Guaranteed new champion. Between two men who had different sort of impacts in their lives with music. One man was forced to cross the continental United States because of a song, and another man burned a church full of friends.
Oh, this could be it. Oh my god, huge one. 2, 3. Oh my god, we got an SCFL champion. Armadillo comes in and fucking does it.
First match back. Like, seriously, that is incredible. Middle of the ring, he pinned him. It wasn't
awesome.
No questions.
That's Nice Pain's a legit dude, and that was Wigwam. 100%. SCFL comes in, gets 100%. Unbelievable.
Tremendous.
My God, Walsh.
That is an entrance, man. That is an entrance for a group of people that deserve this. They deserve this. They've been chased around by, Boone and his friends in ice vests, and Ichabod is, of course, very upset about them. It's just, they deserve this. They were employed by Mike Bianchi. They lost their jobs because of Mike Bianchi.
Hold on 1 second here. Going back here, that's Ichabod and Federal Bell talking. Jeez, I mean, you're bringing up great points, Walsh. I mean, what's the next match?
On a stacked night like this, I'm told that we're supposed to see the Cops, Richards and Romano, back in tag action, and they're going to be going after a tag team from Mexico, which I'm kind of blown away by. Pegaso and Rey Estrella, tremendous tag team. We've seen them numerous times. They always look great. Realistically, I think they're a threat to our tag team champions right now.
Wow. I mean, this SCFL invasion, man. Look at them. They're on our stage. This is unbelievable. Yeah. Like, you would think that we should have more promotion showing that this is going to happen. This is going to go down.
They're trying to keep it low key. I think they're trying to keep it low key because they're trying to get away from the cops, and they can't get away from the cops. They just this is life for them, and the cops are wrestlers too. Like, that's the worst part about this league.
I'm trying to talk to Xylop. The camera movement is definitely not working. Maybe Nomad.
Yeah. Maybe there was a patch update recently. Ooh.
Oh, big knee by Officer Romano? I think that's Richards.
That's Richards. Romano is the elder gentleman.
So, Walsh, I mean, it's interesting that you say this because Rey Estrella and Pegaso, great fighters. If they win here, tag title shot? Why not?
I mean, yeah, it makes sense to me.
I mean, I'm thinking all about it. It makes a ton of sense. Sonico and Brick Roberts.
Yeah, I mean, that would actually be a pretty crazy. I mean, that would be a great match. It's these guys. I mean, we saw them, pals of Mike Bianchi. Well, Ciclista Mascara in Mexico. They put on some great matches. It's dude. I mean, come on. El Hijo de Armadillo Gigante came in and immediately won a title. Sure, it was just a frying pan, but he just moved here. I'm sure he doesn't have one of those. They crossed up. They came here on foot. I didn't see him carrying his stuff. Anybody see that? nobody was carrying a pan. So that's a big monumental thing.
I'm blown away. Actually, I'm not. I knew that they were great. They just didn't have a title down there for whatever reason. Man,
Yeah.
I would love for this to happen.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's possible. I mean, I think Romano and Richards, tremendous tag team. I mean, they went on a real big run. Romano, the first person to have injured Foundation Russo before Foundation decided to just kind of, hang out and, watch football and have his little...
His
I don't even
hiatus.
know. Yeah, his little corner where he, for a minute, talks about football. Like,
Only after Eagles wins, usually.
yeah, it was very one-sided.
Why would we even grant him airtime? Like, who does he think he is with these terms? You know, you're gonna show up on our platform whenever you want.
It's I mean, the people who control this show are clearly idiots. I mean, like the SCLL should have never been on our broadcast. It should have. A bike should have gotten a different Twitch channel, and he didn't. He just decided,
Is it Bike?
I don't know. Or was it bike lit? Was it sledding? Do any of these people have any technical knowledge at all? I don't know. Somebody sets this stuff up. I don't know who.
Nice little tag in there. I'm just still kind of geeking out at finally seeing these established SCFL fighters clash with these legendary SCLL players. I mean, they've been around for months now, having amazing classic matches after classic matches.
Yeah, you gotta wonder, can they keep up this streak? I mean, Armadillo Gigante, of course, just gave us the gift of 100% match, but can these guys pull 100%er out of
That was a gift.
these cops?
It was a gift.
These cops, baby. These guys who are trying to arrest them and send them back to Mexico or put them in a internment camp. Oh my God.
These cops, indeed. I mean, if anyone can give us 100%er, these four men.
Yeah.
I know that there's a lot more going on in this match, but and we're just hoping for a ruling on its quality.
We're just
That's
hoping,
all that
we're
really
just hoping-
matters, when you're watching
Just hoping
entertainment.
for something positive. Just something positive, please come of this. Nobody die. Nobody get maimed.
Sure, but beyond that, Walsh, all I'm saying is that when you're watching, four people beat the hell out of each other, the only thing that really matters is how somebody else officially perceives it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how this is perceived. I don't know. I don't know how SCFL is perceived by most people because it's somehow an entire little town in Iowa is run off of this straight league, and Bianchi bucks are doled out. You can cash those in if you got them. I guess we have to honor any sort of thing that Bike set up initially.
At first you think that maybe SCFL is great for the local economy, and then you hear about Bianchi bucks, which very likely, like we said before, could have raised a bunch of venture capital money, which has clearly possibly dried up, maybe, unless Bike is actually good with money. I mean, the lights are still on. I don't know. I feel like it's neutral. It's been neutral for everybody except for the dead.
Bike is chaotic neutral. That's or maybe lawful neutral.
I have no idea.
I mean, we didn't have a show last week because there was literally no Bianchi that could help out because Let Lou was involved in the whole thing with the cops trying to sort out their grievances with people coming over. And
so you're telling me because all these people can't help out, as Picaporte, the #1 contender, refs a match for the very reason why the world champion lost his belt. So you're telling me that Gyro, Supreme, A man who already owns his business and is dealing with a lot of terrible stuff at the Shadow Realm, then has to organize like a fight night and broadcast it, like on short notice.
Yeah, I mean, but apparently Metal Finger McCready is doing the technical work for him now. Cheesesteak used to do that, and of course he's gone. He's in the shower with Sanders, which sounds really sensual when you say it that way, instead of just like a bunch of men standing there, huddled there, wearing makeup and grease, and like, I don't know.
I like how multiple people in this league are at least competent at like media skills. Like they're getting the job done.
Yeah, it's very like there's always somebody who knows some sort of technology, and ironically enough, not Technology Cooper. He's not good at any of this stuff. Sometimes your parents just don't name you after the right thing, which is perhaps a Bianca curse.
Technology Cooper, who's in tonight's co-main.
Yeah,
highly anticipated matchup.
Tremendous champion. Spencer Morgan, one of the best pure, like, entertaining athletes that we have on the roster.
You just don't see him that often because he's working at Men's Warehouse.
Yeah, he's always busy. I mean, he was the first .TV champion and the only to lose his title because he literally couldn't show up because he was already scheduled for work.
Whoa! Throws him in the air to the Hurricane Rana. Breaks it up. Absolutely. Whoa! 2 little kicks to the head. He's now tired. This is great. He's talking shit. Whoa!
Wow.
Whoa!
You can't.
Leg whip. His sharpshooter on the outside is talking shit. If only we had cameras.
I mean, that was a beautiful. I mean, that dragon screw just put him down on the ground, and then he just grinds his face into the corner.
Oh shit! Ray locks in the sharpshooter again. Wow.
That is the triangle scorpion deathlock. It's a really strange hold. You don't need hands for it, baby.
He was not the legal man.
No,
now he is.
Officer Richards was not the legal man there. That's why everybody just kind of stood and watched.
He gets beat up, comes in, does a sexy dance, and then leaves. Whoa! I am loving this Lucha Libre action.
This is great. These guys are. I mean, that was. It's like, now what? Like these guys have never seen this stuff before. Like these guys definitely don't watch the program. They definitely haven't seen what these guys are capable of. They just think they're immigrants from Mexico. They're breaching our borders and they have to go. But they have never seen the fact that these guys are fast. They're smart and they're entertaining, and they didn't expect that. They,
very much hope they win. The Iowa crowd
live.
Yeah, talk about like a Freudian slip where I'm just like, God, I hope these people live for a while.
I hope these people don't die.
Oh, the crowd is really getting into this.
I mean, they always do get into these guys' matches. The SCFL. Oh my God, 3 double drop kicks in a row from those guys. It's like that was. They're trying to show, look, we can go too. We can move fast. Romano might be a little old and beaten down, but he can still drop kick people. I'm just waiting for Romano to hurt somebody with one of those big slams that he does.
I mean, the SCFL guys seem like they're dominating right now. Oh my God! I mean, huge corkscrew senton.
Oh, I mean, after the big reach under where he grabs his undercarriage.
Yeah, he thumbs his butthole.
It really pumps him up to these flips.
He like does that whole thing and then goes, gives himself a little oil check, wakes him up. It's like smelling salts.
Oh my God. That was a beautiful flapjack into the ropes. I think that's you don't see that a lot where somebody just throws another guy onto those rings.
Oh God, Ray Straley gets kicked right in the dick.
Ugh, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. I mean, maybe the cops do. The cops like hitting people in the dick. Boone does, that's for sure.
Boone failed earlier tonight, yeah.
Failed to arrest either man from Mexico.
Oh, nice little roll up here. A lot of great teamwork here, Walsh.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the thing we have to remember here, that these guys did not find Mike Bianchi. They never brought him in. Now they're trying. They did capture a couple of people in a field, but
they became #1 contenders to the belt as well.
Yeah. They're better wrestlers. I mean, they also accidentally killed Chucky Murphy in a touching salute to Officer Bertrand.
Officer, they're following, who died. Nothing's come of that investigation. It's
No.
really terrible. Like,
These guys are not good.
nobody
job.
is
Especially
good
after
at
losing Officer Nate to being Mike Bianchi, which is
losing Officer Nate. Yeah, it's true.
he figured out he's actually the long-lost Spike Bianchi, because that's, a thing. I was actually the other day watching the great video where he realizes that he was Spike Bianchi in the mirror and stuff, and it's really just... I mean, that's a kick in the pants when you realize you're actually Spike Bianchi.
It's stunning stuff, man.
Instead of, dreaming about marrying Spike. These people have been through a lot. Like...
Oh.
We've been through a lot. I mean, we've had to see all this. We have to talk about it all
I
the
know.
time.
I feel like we're, who is it? Sisyphus, who's rolling the boulder up the hill?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, like an inverted front flip 540.
Jesus.
This might be it. 2.9. Oh, the bleachers are shaking.
Yeah, imploding 450 splash. That is the real deal. Nobody has done that in
450?
SCFL before. And he did it.
Whoa.
My God. Yeah, sometimes I feel like Virgil introducing Dante to hell, and just being like, just leaving. Just like, yeah, you just go do your thing. Maybe somebody will help you. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I mean, speaking of that, like the house that Jack built, this is definitely the house that Pike built.
yeah, I mean, it's there's definitely something to that. There's also the fact of earlier we saw Hero Supreme trip through memory lane inside of a TV in a shower. Witness the death of Florida King. We now know what that's all about. I don't know. Saying these things out loud sometimes, you're like, nobody's gonna believe this unless they watch it.
How is this still going? Is what I'm asking. That's what
Well,
I'm outright asking now.
Because it's you're in the these guys are proficient at they're both good tag teams. They both work well together.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm talking about SCFL. I'm saying like any terrible, horrifying movement. It has now lost its head multiple times, but it moves on. It keeps on moving and evolving and growing, possibly stronger.
SCFL is the multi-headed Hydra. Somebody dies and then another two come in. It's really I don't know anymore. I don't know how any of this exists. I don't know how Gordon Cole from the FBI hasn't investigated us or anything. It's very
Oop, I need you to look into SCFL. It's in Iowa, Coop.
I mean, how is... I mean, I guess the federales haven't really been hip to this yet, but there's really weird stuff going on in this little town. And whenever I tell people I work once a week in Belly Ribbon, Iowa, I'm asked, where's Belly Ribbon, Iowa? And I say, well, you can look it up. And they say, I can't find it on a map. What are you talking about? So
you just what I tell people is like it's like Wakanda for losers.
There's no vibranium here.
You just
There's just
there's this a KFC next to a Burger King that's next to a McDonald's that's next to a Taco Bell that's next to a Del Taco.
And they all are somehow staffed by the inhabitants
yeah, that's not even true. I'm sorry to cut you off, but they're all it's a row of the hybrid ones. So it's like a KFC, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut next to
it's just one building.
Yeah, and they're all working together. my God, the smell.
You go up to the counter and somehow it's Patty Acosta every time. Like,
where am I? I'd like to point out here that the main event, the world champion title contender. Oh my God! From the top rope, this is beautiful. Has been refereeing for nearly 34 minutes. Whoa! Huge drop kick to the back of the head. Like, Pete Forte has got to be tired. Rey Estrella tagged in. Maybe should have been pinned there. Excellent. Excellent work from these teams though tonight, Walsh.
Oh, absolutely. This is tag team action at its finest. Officer Romano is a tough guy. He might look old and beaten down, but he's...
This might be it! Oh, yeah! SCFL does it again! Holy
beautiful.
Shit!
Mysterio Rana takes home the win. I like that he body slammed Pegaso on top trying to break the pin, and he didn't. It just didn't work.
100%! 2 for 2! What the hell? What a beginning to the show!
Those guys are tag team contenders. I'm just saying it right now.
Next week they're getting their shots. Next week.
Yeah. They have to.
They're getting the shots next week. It has to be.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Unbelievable. The injured list does not grow. I'm stunned at how awesome that is. I am stunned. Fucking awesome.
Really great.
My breath is taken. My breath is taken. Walsh.
I'm blown away. It was SCFL. They've been involved in SCFL match. Two of the best of their kind.
My God, I'm just I'm in love right now. I'm just so excited for what's to come, and we got a .TV title match coming up next. There's just so much happening.
Yeah, we are definitely living in the greatest timeline now.
It is. This is awesome. We're gonna have the best shows.
A tremendous effort by your defense, but that one drive to put it away with your trusty guys of Rob Gronkowski and Julian Edelman, and then Sonya Michelle punches it in to make the difference. Everyone's talking that this dynasty was declining. How satisfying after all the talk, and this season was this one.
You know, it was an unbelievable year. You know, probably, you know, we fought through it more so than anything, and it's unbelievable to win this game. They played so well. I mean, the Rams defense, they played their butts off. What a great defense. They had a great plan. They made it tough on every play, and we just kept fighting and finally got a touchdown, and the defense played best game of the year.
You fought down here to try and reach everyone, to give them that hug. Why was it so important, though, to you?
I mean, we've been this far and lost, which is really tough. And, you know, I think we had a lot of resolve the last couple weeks, and I wish we'd have played a little better on offense, but, you know, we won. I can't believe it. It's, you know, Super Bowl champs.
All week you've talked about you want to keep playing. You want to play till you're 45. You just won your 6th Super Bowl. Does that change anything at all?
Doesn't change anything.
What the fuck? Dave Walsh, I think that Foundation Russo just found out about the Super Bowl.
I don't know much about football, but I know it has to be hard to listen to that. The show opened on a really dark note, and then that was pretty dark as well, although it was football and not a man dying in a car accident at your car lot. But hey, you know, I mean,
there's so much that I feel like we need to talk about. SCFL is here to stay. Hero Supreme is down in the biggest dumps he's ever had. Well, metaphorical dumps, at least.
Yeah.
And then here comes Philly Supreme, looking to become the third longest reigning .TV champion in history. Like, he's got his own thing to worry about. Has he even seen Hero? That video package showing that his brother is like in tough shape.
It's his uncle, but
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, his uncle. He's only 5 years younger than Hero because his family fucks, baby. Jesus Christ!
I almost choked on my fist.
This is terrible.
5 years older than
I like that, like, a clearly inebriated Philly got into a car with fucking Florida King, and he was talking about maybe signing up for a Twitter account, and he looked really excited about it.
Yeah, not even that, like relatively excited. Let's put out, yeah, like, why does SCFL make, like, manslaughter so endearing? I don't know.
It's like he's like, I think I hear Lucy's on there, and it's just, and of course Philly's like, oh, okay, like, what are you supposed to say? There's the magic of the Shadow Realm. We're able to see stuff that we know happened, but we never actually saw. I've always wondered about that. I also was interested. We saw Stromboli training with him. It's really just a time capsule. I mean, he even talked about Hillary and going high and not going low. It's like, it was really a time capsule of 2016.
Absolutely. What simpler times. And speaking of which, Walsh, this is a .TV title shot. What are the rules?
15-minute time limit. The champion can defend by pinfall, submission, count out or DQ if the ref's feeling it. And, retaining, going that time limit is a title defense.
The referee is Picaporte right now. He's got a title shot tonight. Already reffed multiple times.
I like that he got a title shot off of reffing 3 matches on a B show. Like,
the chance of him, if he refs again, is he going to get another title shot? Meanwhile, the world champion, one of the greatest fighters in history, is now just stuck being the opening match referee.
I can't even fathom what any of this means anymore. Like, this is SCFL is just there's not even, it's past the gutter. Like, this is like,
I don't know. Part of me
factory.
feels like some of the titles are very special. .TV is interesting. Like, I feel like now that we've seen, like, we have a lot of good data. Beautiful move there.
Shout out to Tiger Stripe Pro.
Exactly. Like, what Philly is really going for here, it's not just a win, 33% through this match, possibly. It's not just a win, Walsh. He knows that he's like, all right, I got to win 12 times in a row. I got to survive for roughly, I don't know, 150 minutes. I don't know. 180, 190 minutes and not get finished. And that's interesting. You don't see that in other fights, like.
No, I mean, the 15-minute time limit has really come to define this title, and it's also made, like, the challenger is at a loss here because they have to deal with this time limit. But if anybody could do it, it's Gilles Gillant's supporter, Aladdin Bell, who's known for hurting people's limbs with his submission holds, and he's gone for at least 20 or 30 at this point.
He's going for every single, like, Walsh, don't you think that maybe he's spreading out all of this damage, or is that leaving Philly open for a devastating maneuver or something like that,
It really could. I mean, working over Philly's arm is the smart. I mean, he's the master of the uppercut along with his uncle. Working over his arm so he
I'm
can't
sorry, I
uppercut
don't
him.
want to speak over you, but we're halfway through the match. But yeah. Working over those arms, will that weaken Philly?
Oh, yeah. I mean, working for the legs is kind of smart, too, because it takes out his base, and that's how you get explosive powers by, using that, using that torque. We're really getting into the physics of punching here, but that's what this is. And Aladdin is kind of going slow here, and you need to. Anybody we've seen win this title has done it by winning it through a decisive, quick finish, and not like grinding somebody down. You know.
Look at this. Oh, huge suplex. We are 6 minutes away from possibly another title fence, and there's a huge fucking power bomb. Oh God, Aladdin! Oh, Jesus
Christ, that is the Buick bomb.
That is chainsaw in the chat room saying, "I don't know how I feel about the yellow vest," and I got really quiet. I'm sorry, I got out of it. I like went really deep into my head, like I don't know how I feel about the yellow vest either. And it got really deep in my internal monologue about my general ideologies, and I'm like, well, I feel like at any point I'm down for chaos and riots in the streets, because I feel like that is realistically the only thing that ever gets anything done. Although I don't want damage to property or for people to get hurt,
It is an anti-wealthy people and wealthy corporate tax cut movement, and it is cross-cultural. It is the left and the right, which makes it a little controversial at times, but I don't know. And then you got people in the UK, the far-right assholes, trying to adopt it and just use it for their weird, terrible stuff. So I get it. It is like any other thing, it gets co-opted by terrible people.
And Philly lands another huge uppercut. This could be it. That's 3. Philly knocks out, just as we come to some sort of clear political consensus of
what
both sides is in a way. I don't know. Maybe that was the most centrism, but possibly the right thing to talk about. Aladdin gets knocked the fuck out.
He got knocked out by a capitalist, which is really the long short of it. A guy who sells cars and used cars, which there's a giant profit margin on, and gym memberships for a living. So that's pretty it's pretty dark for him.
Matter.
Well, Hero's the sandwich impresario.
But the sandwich shop is in.
Yeah,
it's in the right, like the thing.
Oh yeah, it is inside. It's like, you go into some car dealerships and they have like a popcorn machine or something like that. Like Hero just has like a guy standing there. I believe it shifts who's doing it day to day.
It was Cheesesteak, right?
Yeah, Cheesesteak was manning the sandwich shop, and it's just like a food cart inside of the building for some reason. I don't know. It's businesses stacked on businesses, like when you train in the gym, they're working on cars right next to you. It's very, I don't know. It's a layered business model, I guess.
The DSA used to be absolutely together, in as far as democratic socialism now. And, and it seems that some sort of purity test on the left, like, Bernie didn't do this or that, and thus... Listen, no one's perfect, neither is the Public Enemy, and that's why we've got this match coming up here.
I mean, America Right chose corporate television over the movement, and Aladdin doesn't seem too happy about that.
Walsh, the next match we're seeing here, is this for #1 contendership of the Hardcore Tag Titles, or is it for the Hardcore Tag Titles?
Well, it's not for the Hardcore Tag Titles because nobody in the match holds the Hardcore Tag Titles.
Right, I can't remember who the Hardcore Tag Champions are.
Weather Walker and Yakuza.
My God, so the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, this is them fending off. Weather Walker got hurt during the B show, so they're kind of, I guess, fending off this very able team of Heroes, basically, or related to Heroes. Blaster Robinson, of course, we saw in that video earlier. He was in that tragic car accident, and Front Reed got an assist. So from these guys,
Front Reed busted open almost immediately.
The Front Reed scale lives.
It absolutely does. I mean, this is an interesting match. I would say that this is very good. Like, Front Reed and Blaster have not been together. But Front Reed's done great in tag teams and a solo in the hardcore division we've seen.
Yeah. I mean,
Blaster is great. Offers is great.
Blaster's a former hardcore champion.
This is actually surprisingly, this I would say is for a #1 hardcore tag contendership. Should we say that?
I guess. I mean, it's a pretty hard division to figure out, but
I think that's the case.
yeah. I mean, the hardcore tag title is in the realm of the Shadow.
Would
so
Shadow Realm fight Shadow Realm people?
I guess. I mean, maybe we're in like a Freebird rule kind of thing, where because one of the Shadow Realm is injured, anybody from the Shadow Realm can maybe do stuff with the title later on. I don't know. It's the rules with that title are pretty loose, considering it's just a picture of a tag team from the 90s that was in both WCW and ECW.
I'm confused about where we landed on this issue. So this is the number one contendership of the hardcore. Okay.
No.
Oh God, Offers is about to go out. Oh God, Offers splattered blood.
Offers has really not been much of a hardcore guy, which is too bad. He's a
open up the fizz.
I
Black Cherry. This is a bloodbath.
This is a Black Cherry bloodbath. Look at Offers, baby. He's
he's going still.
He's unstoppable. This is the greatest thing I've ever witnessed, and I believe actually Dubois was the former record holder.
Why is this happening? Gary's trying to get out of the way.
I mean, he would be the true victim, of this.
It's finally over.
I don't even know how many times the rope ran there, but he's definitely showing off his athleticism and how good cardiovascular he's in. Wow, I that's gonna be a highlight reel moment for me.
Jeez, I am terrible tonight. Yeah, that was just tweeted. Very interesting. I only got like the last third of that. Imagine just being covered in your own blood, covered in glass, and just sprinting for like a minute and a half.
I'm clipping that giant moment right now because it's so. I mean, that's Gary trying to show up so he can get another title shot. Entirely plausible, okay?
Chudley can, yeah, exactly. Oh my God, the Foley driver. Gary just kind of moving out of the way nimbly for a decent period of time might be enough to get you a title shot.
I mean, he has a history with, with the man in this match, which is really, we haven't spoken about it.
Gary does?
Gary has a history with Blaster. He beat him for the hardcore championship.
Oh my God, it's true.
And then it's he of course held that title, didn't defend it, lost it to October Schmidt because he bled, and he hadn't bled in any of his matches prior. If you bleed, if you bleed, it's over, baby, for him. So I'm glad he hasn't gotten hit yet.
This is pretty brutal. Blaster Robinson not bleeding.
Blaster was going for that Cobra Clutch backbreaker before. That is the move that won him the hardcore championship. It's it's submissions in a match.
Oh my God! No, it didn't explode. Oh fuck! Offers Thompson almost flew like Vic Grimes into the ropes. This might be over. 2.9. We're seeing ultra violence on the outside. Oh my God. Very difficult. Jesus, to get camera angles.
What is Vic Grimes up to these days? That's what I want to know. Because we've talked about him so much that it's
Jesus. Front Reed loves explosion play.
He really does. It's like breath play.
Oh fuck! Jesus.
I like that Front Reed is willing to take explosions himself. Just to
Three!
Man.
Blaster!
Big lariat.
Oh my God!
That was a quick and brutal match. We got a Vic Grimes reference. I have to find him and get him on the show now because
78%. Somehow Bix does not love what is like 4 or 5 minutes straight of ultra violence, those people may or may not be injured. Dave Walsh, we're at the co-main. Wait, are we at the co-main? It's the co-main. This is a hell of a match, Walsh. We saw last week Spencer Morgan beat 7 other people. Keep in mind that Spencer Morgan is not somebody who is able to really train all the time. He's not somebody who is able to just be used to, like building up those calluses of fighting in this life. He walked in there with 7 of the most dangerous people in Iowa, or at least belly ribbon, and surrounded by barbed wire. And there's a picture of Spencer looking at a sandwich as the now deceased Bradford Culpepper looks on. Man, this is fucked up looking back at.
Rest in peace, Brad. I mean, that's like, we haven't seen an image of him not with a TV on his head for fucking ages.
There's him
Think about
lounging.
that.
Yeah.
When's the last time we saw Bradford Culpepper without a television stuck to his head and blood streaming out?
I know. You're right.
He was once a normal man before he was a TV man.
He didn't deserve any of this. Well, no, he kind of did.
That's kind of debatable.
There he is, U.S. champion.
Look at him. Tiger Stripe Pro, of course, a very ardent supporter of Technology Cooper. He's telling Spencer Morgan to fuck off, but Spencer Morgan
Cooper has made his way over to Tiger Stripe Pro itself.
Yeah, this is look, let's be real. Spencer Morgan, inaugural U.S. champion. He got there through a grueling tournament. He defeated a man who won a more grueling tournament. Yeah, and he really helped to put this title on the map. And this title is, look. All right, we're seeing Spencer Morgan versus Technology Cooper for this title. The main event is a guy in a panda suit fighting a referee. I'm just gonna come out and say it. This is a more prestigious championship.
I'm perfectly fine with that. Yes.
I mean, you think about, you look at the.
A nice little start to this match. A little bit of feeling out. This absolutely is, and this is as good as it gets, really. I mean, either of these guys.
I mean, look at this discussion as refereeing this, which is.
Discussion has nothing much else to do, which is such a shame. And we need referees. Sledding is being cared for by Yetis, it seems.
Just screaming into the abyss. Finally.
Oh yeah, CM Chainsaw bringing up technology eating sandwiches weird. It's nice to go back and see Spencer looking at a sandwich as we see technology.
Well, I mean,
in the background.
that actually was from when the rare time, the only time that Technology Cooper ever tagged with anybody. He tagged with Spencer Morgan,
right? Very
to help him out
fight.
when Raul Hernandez and some guy who sat on men's faces was running amok.
Very weird time in the SCFL.
Yeah, I mean, Raul Hernandez, I believe he's in the Shadow Realm. And then Giovanni Dinner, of course, won the title after. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. God, how many more people are we going to...
And then Wim Nyman, and then Computer Collins, and now Technology. It's a prestigious title. It is. And this is... The lineage of the world title is nowhere. I mean, it's Ichabod and all of his bullshit. It's Bike and his bullshit. It's discussion had a great run, and then leaving the title in the grocery store. Just a very confusing title.
Hey, whatever happened to Raul Hernandez?
I believe he
Shadow
was on the bus. He was on the bus.
God, what a weird. As the show goes on, where just more and more people are, the mortality rate is higher than 10%.
Yeah, I like that the world title is just basically like the title discussion holds occasionally, and then a bunch of assholes and weirdos. Like, it's not like Nothing about it is good at
Well,
this
you know,
point.
discussion defends it against good people sometimes.
He's held it 3 times. Of course, former world champion Chucky Murphy died in a tragic gun accident.
The
Like-
U.S. title is just nothing but a porcelain mug. Like, it's just so ridiculous.
Right.
Why can't anyone have anything nice?
Well, I mean, like, the world title was an actual title, and of course, Let Lou left it in a grocery store, and somebody stole it. Well, I mean, can you steal something that's left? I don't know. I don't know anymore. This is the U.S. title, though. Prestigious title, thanks in part to the man in the ring right there, Spencer Morgan, and Wim Nyman as well. Those 2 guys put in a lot of work for this, and Technology is one hell of a champion in his own right. Hardcore champion, multi-time. Nothing is normal here. I mean, Spencer
Cooper, he's been great though lately. Like,
yeah,
he drops the hardcore title, I think, to Chuchai, right? In a classic match.
Yeah.
And then he immediately gets U.S. title.
Yeah, I mean, he knocked out Chuchai in a hardcore show, and from there it's just been up and up and up and up and up. So you know, we saw Chuchai knock out Deathwalker recently, so I think he's in line for something.
Right, and that's what's so interesting about it, is because Technology loses the belt to Chuchai, but then Technology gets his revenge in a non-title bout.
Right.
So where are they now?
I don't know. And of course, Spencer, you know, he challenged for the U.S. title against none other than Wim Nyman in his first defense, and he was nowhere near successful. He got beaten in like 7. This was when Wim was afraid of the Shadow Realm taking him, so he like was finishing people really quickly. So this is really, it took him a long time to get back here, and I don't know. This is you know, he's rebuilding himself. He's wearing a 3-piece suit now, not just a 2-piece.
He's looking great.
Yeah. There's been some skill. Does he have more of a belly now? Is that why he's running 3-piece to like kind of act as a girdle? I don't think so. I think he just wants to look dapper. I mean, this is a prestigious, like everybody in the ring. You know, we have former hardcore champion and the current U.S. champion, former U.S. and .TV champion. We have discussion. Of course, he's held every belt in humanity except for, well, he's only really held the world title in SCFL Pro.
Tiger Stripe Pro is saying Spencer Morgan owns Whiskey Stones. Spencer Morgan is middle management on a store level.
Yeah.
For Men's Warehouse. I don't know if someone who makes... You know, I don't want to be that guy, but I don't think if you make $28,000 a year, I don't think you have Whiskey Stones.
He
Maybe
might.
you do.
I mean,
why not?
I feel like he's the kind of guy that reads the Adequate Man blog and gets really invested in like trying to do all these things that a guy should do. You know, but he's still a good guy. Just got punched in the dick a minute ago. Like, it's just, you know, this is SCFL.
I don't want to sound like a dick saying that. I think it's important to note that Spencer is a working man. He is not fancy.
Technology owns Entourage on Blu-ray. I don't think he does. He's way too hardcore for that show.
No, Spencer probably owns Entourage.
Spencer, absolutely. Oh my
God. Beautiful 2.9. This match is heating up.
I love that combo, that like spinning neck breaker move, and then into the big splash. It's just, you know, that big power bomb. That's what broke Chuchai's back for a while. It's gotta give these guys credit, man. They keep going.
Oh my God!
Wow,
so
the
many
bangers.
hits.
Oh
my God! What the fuck happened? Oh my God!
Oh my God, the Windsor knot. He did it. He kicked out though. It's like,
what the fuck?
You're not supposed to kick out of that. Oh my God, a tech critical and Technology kicks out of a tech critical. How the hell
Spencer Morgan does not. Whoa! Discussion calls it like at 15 minutes. What? What the hell is going on?
Wow. Maybe he's worried about the safety of the men in the ring.
Oh my god! 98%. It's a draw. No.
That we have to see it again. I'm fine with that.
What the hell just happened, Walsh?
Insanity.
Wow.
Those guys put on one hell of a show.
98% with 2 100s. We're seeing one of the best shows that we've ever seen. That was amazing. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Loved it. Loved it.
Vic Grimes would have loved it.
It's true. Oh god. Oh, Vic Grimes, the best. Doing his little front flip with everything.
Yeah.
It's weird. This guy is athletic. No, he's not. He's just doing a front flip. Oh god, we're here, Walsh. I think Technology Cooper is hurt. I have not looked. I'm looking at the chat room now. Technology Cooper, Tiger Strike Pro, possibly rebelling. Very interesting. Technology Cooper's hurt. So when is?
No,
so
I don't know.
Does he have the belt, but he's hurt?
I don't know if he's hurt. I don't know because the tech. Look, those are flash pins, baby. You know what I mean? That's
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say. All I know is that we have the main. We have the main. What?
This is gonna be a terrible main.
It is gonna be terrible. Terrible main. It is. There's Picaporte tired.
Yeah. I mean, I feel for this guy. Yeah, Chainsaw in his match with Nightbot tore his knee up, and he kept going, man. Criticals
true,
aren't.
But discussion stopped the match. And Silent Phone just walks out.
Does that mean discussion wants a shot at the title? Like, I don't really. You know what? And then he did something that he would have totally criticized Wim for.
I'll tell you what. I think Tiger Stripe is getting there with points, and it seems like Chainsaw's got fighting words. Possibly. It'll be a very interesting match to see if Let Lou would host in the future. I'd be interested to see that.
Let Lou needs to have a Let Lou fight night. Well, Mare Bike Bianche. It's been a crazy night, and now Picaporte Rodriguez is fighting a man in a panda bear suit who holds a certificate that claims him to be world champion.
Picaporte could be world champion. Whoa, looking good.
He's had a lot of shots at this title because for some reason referees keep getting shots at the title. It's like,
but he's also he's ref for what, like 45 minutes tonight already, maybe longer.
Yeah. A real terrible precedent has been set here. A real terrible precedent, and we're living in the consequences of this.
Well, I feel like at some point these referees are gonna win, and it's like, well, what does that even do? It's just like a weird reset.
I mean, last year we had to have a telethon to get them shirts, so maybe this is finally like a year-long arc where they finally get in control. Like they get a union together with Gary. Like
I'm looking here. I don't think Picaporte has ever held a title of any kind.
He has not. He's challenged multiple times.
I would like to point out that Philly Supreme tonight, with that defense against Aladdin Bell, shout out to Tiger Stripe Pro, enters third place with the third most .TV title defenses ever. Win 9 with 10, offers at 12. Just passed up the dearly departed Kurt King. So many dead people that we have to reference constantly.
Jesus, I feel bad for laughing, but he is dead. Like it's like you go through our title history, and it's just like a fucking litany of dead people.
Well, I think Discussion became a world champion before. A nice little shot to the throat there. Oh, God! Xylophonist. Or, we don't know if that's xylophonist.
I know. I mean, he's wearing xylophonist's clothes. So, my favorite thing is that, you're wearing a bear costume and you're still wearing clothes because you have this shame. Like, you have this internalized shame. That's what makes me think it's definitely xylophonist. Because he is a shame-filled man.
I'd like to point out that Chainsaw just said that he thinks Philly will go on to be the greatest .TV champion ever. I mean, who knows? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
it's tough.
If he keeps ignoring his uncle's predicament, his brother being apparently fine with hanging out with Sanders and the crew from the Shadow Realm. I don't know. There's a lot going on with his family, and he seems to be ignoring it. And that we saw that video where he was definitely implicit in the death of a friend in Florida King. The Supreme family's a mess. The Bianchi family's a mess. This is like a psychologist could analyze this stuff and really, I mean, you'd see a guy who just wants his uncle's, support and love out there dressed in a panda costume, like trying to get attention. You have a guy who just wants titles as the referee. You have a Mexican cab driver who has made a life now as a referee who's challenging for a title again for no reason.
He's doing not bad.
Yeah.
And I'd like to point out that there is a fight brewing in the chat room right now between Chainsaw and Tiger Stripe.
Well,
like the two people that work on the show
yeah,
are
technically
now, going to fight.
Tiger Stripe asks, is there a Florida prince, princess, or Florida queen? Technically, Computer Collins is his son. They did not know that they were related until almost near the end. And, it was a big point of contention that then, of course, Computer Collins, terrible accident, killed Stromboli Supreme in the ring. So,
it's terrible. Like On the Ropes is here. As CM Chainsaw and oh my God, this might be it.
Whoa.
3! The Great Lopkin defends the world title. A very crappy main event for what has been an excellent show. The lights just sucked out of this room as CM Chainsaw and Tiger Stripe Pro agree to a hardcore title or a hardcore match, which I guess will happen somewhat soon. 69, nice.
Nice.
The
best thing that's ever happened.
We opened the show strong with two SCLL invading On the Ropes, getting 200% matches.
Yeah.
Let's take a look here, Walsh. The Scramble Pan is now Gas. Giant Armadillo son owns it.
Oh.
The Cops were defeated by SCLL. The Ice. The people of Ice are Ichabod's constitutional victors. They failed, and now SCLL is getting a tag title shot. Bottom line.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I mean, the world title is held. The U.S. title, I guess, is held. Walsh.
Yeah.
What else did we see tonight? Hardcore tag titles.
Well, no.
Well, the number one
tag.
contendership. Yeah. And then, like we said, what we saw again.
The heroes without Hero actually helping, still hot on the trail of the Shadow Realm for God knows what reason. I mean, Blaster was involved in that accident as well. We've always known that, but now that we've seen, him standing there, we know he was in the car and that he was injured for a while. It's I don't know. I don't know what to say about these people anymore.
It's true. Man, there's just it's a hell of a time around here. It's I just want to say thank you to everybody who has come by tonight and spreads the word. We love you. Wait, what? Walsh.
What?
What is happening here? Hold on a second. What the hell? We have just flickered in, and the masked bicyclist seems to be at odds with a group of monks that have a plastic bin. Garbage.
You notice it's a bin, like a really bright blue and yellow bin to show it's actually a modern place.
Very sexy music.
This is like really erotic for Bike.
Look at this. It looks like they're on guard at first, and now the monks have seemed to have accepted Bike, who is bowing.
Yeah.
What is this?
I don't really know. That one monk who looked really upset. Oh, like he was gonna fight Bike.
Whoa,
now
Bike
looks
is
pretty
sitting.
pissed off. What is that?
They're all sitting. They're together.
Is he trying to like bow? Like why are his legs out like he's a toddler?
Monk wave. Oh my god. Oh, this is I mean, as we saw Monk wave. As we saw last week, Bike Bianca is somewhere in China. And so my question to you, Walsh, aren't the Himalayas somewhere near China?
The Himalayas are in China. I'm pretty
There we
sure.
go. So God knows where Bike is. He's just wandering. I have no idea. So now to see him, this is all very exciting. Very exciting to me. Good for Bike.
Good for Bike.
Good for Bike. I mean, that's all.
I hope he becomes a great, a great practitioner of Kung Fu.
I agree. I'm not seeing if there's anybody to raid tonight. Hold on. 1 second. Man, what a show, Walsh. Talk to him, baby.
I'm blown away. I mean, stuff that happened. Fuck, man. I don't know anymore. I'm still like reeling over all the weird, terrible stuff too. I'm glad that SCLL has made an immediate impact. I don't know where we go from here, though. Do you? I mean, it's like Xylophonus is apparently holding on to the title.
He's doing well. I don't get it. I don't understand it. We're gonna raid Bogetta.
Okay.
Let it be known. And so, Walsh, let's say our goodbyes.
Whew. Thanks to everybody for joining us. I know it was a lot of competition out there, and you know what? That's SCFL always rises to the occasion on these times.
I agree. I think it's really beautiful that Bike has possibly found some new friends, some who look kind of angry at him.
Yeah, they don't know that he's killed anybody yet, and it's just maybe they don't care.
Exactly. And it's just nice to talk to everybody every Sunday, and we want to say thank you.
Yeah.
So we're gonna raid this motherfucker.
This motherfucker.
Raid him now. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.